Alright, so Demon Slayer, Mangenyo starting untrained, Mucus train, Mugen train? Whatever it is. Pretty much, so it kind of starts off right at the ending of season 1, which is pretty much what we all expected. It shows the last few clips of them jumping and boarding the train, and it gets right into the movie. They kind of look around, and those kids going all crazy. He's like, never been on the train's a demon, stuff like that. Like sticking his head out the window. And so they're kind of just walking down Inosuke, Zenitsu, Tanjiro, all of them, and so they see Rengoku, which is one of the Fire Hashira, and he's actually just kind of chilling on the train as well. He's like, he's literally not doing anything, he's just sitting there, he's like, yum, 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 just eating whatever he eats, rice balls or rice patties. But then he kind of starts talking to Tanjiro, and Tanjiro's like, hey, do you know anything about any fire breathing, stuff like that? My dad used to do this technique, I don't know anything about it. And he's like, I know absolutely nothing. And Tanjiro was like, alright, well, that's useless. And then the train conductor comes around, like, clearing for their tickets and everything, and that's when the movie gets going, and you don't even know yet. All of a sudden, he stands up, one demon spawns, lights flicker out, another demon spawns, they take them out, and they think everything's going calm, like, nothing's going on yet. Little do they know, who the main villain is, the guy that got the blood. And the ending of season 1, you get to see a lot of him. He's like, let the games begin, pretty much. And ends up knocking them all to sleep, whatever it is. And then he ends up, like, they're all in this fantasy dream realm of, like, love and peace and whatever you want to call it. And then that's when it, like, really starts to take off. So they're literally there sleeping, like, taking a nap and everything, enjoying their fantasy world. You can see Tanjiro out there with his family again. You get to see Zenitsu crawling through the flowers with, I just forgot her name. I can't believe that. I literally had to go Google her name. Nezuko. Like jumping through the forest with Nezuko and everything, having a good life, and you get to see, in those cases, like crazy, he's all like calling his Tanjiro and Zenitsu minions, and they're just fighting he's literally fighting the train. He thinks the train's a demon, he's literally fighting the train. Going off, having a great time. And these 4 other people come around, and their goal is, they wrap like a magic enhanced rope around their arms. What it does, it tethers the spell to them in their dream. And in their dream, they try and go in and they have to stab the conscience. Once they do, they die. So it comes really close where they're about to die, and Tanjiro snaps himself out of it. He finds out he has to like, literally take his sword and just literally chop his head off, and then he snaps out of the dream. So he ends up doing that, and he just sees everything around him going crazy. He's like, Nezuko, take care of the rest of the passengers, wake them up. I am gonna go figure out who is handling all this. Tanjiro literally just yeets himself out a window. He goes up top, and he finds a demon controlling all this. Which his ability is like sending them to a dream world and stuff like that, which is actually pretty cool. He can actually command it from his hand. He just goes, his hand has a mouth, and he just keeps saying dream, dream, dream. Just keeps blasting people to sleep. And so Tanjiro keeps getting knocked out, waking himself back up with his sword, cutting his neck, and then back in the fight. And it's going pretty well. And then he's like, dude, I can't handle this all by myself. He ends up getting like a nice cut on the head, and then it's like, you thought this, he's like, it's funny, you thought I was dead. I'm not. Joke's on you, the entire train is me. You're inside of me right now, Daddy. So they're all inside of like a magical, mystical demon intercourse, just fighting for their lives. And turns out the head of the train is actually the head of the demon. So then we get, what's his name? Not Zenitsu. Inosuke wakes up, breaks through the ceiling, he's like, just beast form everything, and he's like, Tanjiro, let's take care of this. They go for the head, they start slaying out demons throughout the carts. The carts all start getting covered in like organs and goo. They gotta slay out all these mystical mumbo-jumbo penises coming in, trying to like kill everyone, and then Rengoku wakes up as well. Dude's overpowered. Dude is amazing. You get to see a lot of him. At first I thought you were only going to see a little bit, then wait till the end. The dude pops off. It's so good. So he's like, there's 8 cars. So Nezuko, you take the front 2. I'll take care of the rest of the 5. You boys find out where the head of the train is and cut it off. So they finally get to the head of the train. A lot of good fighting, by the way. A lot of getting knocked out, waking themselves back up. So they finally get to the front and like chop off the head. And then they're like, you think this is over. The train wrecks and flips. Luckily, when Goku's able to save everyone, people got casualties, but no one died. And then out of nowhere, dude, just like a landing of the century, just boom, one of the higher 4 shows up. I believe it was the higher 3. He shows up and just like, he's like, what's going on in here? You see everyone just pause, like, what are you doing here? I thought the movie was over. I was like, this is a good movie. I was literally saying this person next to me, my only complaint was I didn't get to see more of Goku and I wanted to see how overpowered he was. Oh hell, did I speak too soon? What the? It shows up and then you can just tell its aura around it. It's just overpowered and broken as anything. Feels like martial arts hand-to-hand combat is the same. He hits like a little Neji stance, just like 8 trigrams, 64 palm. And then literally just like it pops off and Goku's like, both these stay back, we're on a completely different level. Just start high level demon fighting over and over and over, blow for blow. This demon can regenerate its arms literally instantly, any part of its body just instantly. And when Goku's just taking punch after punch after punch. This fight was so good. One of my favorite fights, actually probably my favorite fight throughout the whole show so far. When Goku just popped off. Super good ending to the movie as well. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but I definitely watched it. I definitely liked it. And I literally can't wait to see where season 2 takes off. Like, I'm so excited for this movie, or for the show after watching this. Some of you probably don't know, so I'm gonna put my rating scale up on the screen as well. Here, maybe right here, so we look at my massive schlong. I don't know, it'll be up here somewhere, and I'll point out what my rating is. So, I don't do numbers, I don't do letters, I don't do like 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10. I give this movie an A and A+. If any of you watch Jeremy Jahns, it's kind of similar to that. But I will give this movie, this is my second highest rating I give it. Definitely worth rewatching in theaters and definitely worth buying when it comes out to buy. Some of you don't buy movies, but you still get the idea. Like, it's one of those movies I'd be fine with owning. I'd be fine rewatching in theaters, like going and pay more money to watch this again with another friend. That's how good it was. I don't do that with a lot of movies. I will definitely do this one again, especially for that fight scene at the end alone. So good. So good. Well, young ladies, time for you to ding my dong and ring my bell, whatever you want to call it. Subscribe, click the button down below, comment. I want to know what you thought of the movie. Are you excited for the next season? Dude, the next season probably won't come out forever. Like, what the fuck? I can't wait. I'm excited. I love the movie. I want to know what you guys thought down below. If you like what you saw, ding my dong, subscribe, ring the bell, whatever. We got a lot of reviews coming out. Mortal Kombat should be coming out as well. The movie's out. I'm actually watching it today, so I'll be putting out a review on it either today or tomorrow or sometime during the week. So stay tuned for that.